If somebody has commented on this, then so be it. I have heard people comment on the fact that the 49ers should have called timeout on fourth down. Now, they should have because they only had one timeout anyway. So they should have called timeout because they weren't going to be able to stop the other team, that being the Ravens, from not eating out all the clock anyway. So they should have called that timeout on fourth down, kind of got their act together. Okay, what are we going to do? But what people don't realize is the fact that the 49ers didn't have all three of their timeouts really screwed them. Why? Really simple. If the 49ers had not blown a couple timeouts, which they did, and they had all three of their timeouts, when they got down there on the 5-yard line or whatever, and they didn't make it, well, guess what? It doesn't matter. There was over 2 minutes left or 2 minutes left. They could have had all three of their timeouts. They could have gotten the ball back with about 1:20 left, no timeouts, but they would have been like on the 50 freaking yard line. I mean, it was incredible.
Well, your best shot at winning the game was that last drive when you're on the 5 yard.
Of course it was. But what I'm trying to say is that they didn't waste three of the freaking timeouts. But
the ball back with over a minute.
But the fact that they didn't have any timeouts is all the more. They should have just went ahead and called that last timeout.
Well, I thought that they did have to use. I don't know where they used their first time out of that second half. The second one, the play clock was at the very end. And
doesn't matter.
Ran over
doesn't matter. You shouldn't have got down.
You
shouldn't have got down there. No, you are better off taking the 5-yard penalty than using up a timeout. And people always forget about that. It is more important to have a timeout than 5 freaking yards.
No, I don't think in that situation. I don't agree.
And there's some more that just gets me pumped up about this. Is the opening play, just like in the Bengals playoff game. The opening play where Gresham drops the ball on the opening play against the Texans, where they could have had a first down opening drive. 49ers, 20-yard pass called back on a penalty. I mean, the significance of that, of 3 and out on the opening drive versus not, the little things. But, the 49ers, man, they had a chance to win that game, and they should have won that game. But none of that doesn't change the fact that was a penalty at the end, and they should have.
And it's tough to throw the flag in that. I thought the refs did a pretty good job all game.
But you see,
that last one.
Well, I disagree with that. Earlier in the game, the 49ers had a long pass, and it was on. Good golly! What's the wide outs of the 49ers?
Touchdown to Crabtree.
Oh, no, yeah, it wasn't a touchdown to Crabtree. The Ravens player was hitting his arm before the ball freaking arrived. And the announcers didn't even say anything about it. I'm like, that was a freaking pass interference.
Yeah.
It was in the beginning of the second half.
Yeah, they didn't interfere with the game much. They let them play, but sometimes you got to throw the flag. And
well, you don't call knick-knacky things, but pretty big obvious things. What's so funny is I ended up kind of rooting for the Niners to come back. And it was kind of funny because I'm a Cowboys fan, so I hate the Niners, usually. But you know what? The Niners aren't the same anymore. It's kind of like that ship has sailed. The Niners that I hated in the 80s, it's a different team at a different time. And I watched the biography yesterday about Eddie DeBartolo on NFL Network. And it was either Saturday, I think it was Saturday. My wife and I watched this biography on him. And you know what? You watch that biography and you think to yourself, man, I like this guy. He treated his players good. He's kind of a little bit, Youngstown, named ended in a vowel, real estate. I'm sure there was a little mob's connections there. But in that while they ran the team from Youngstown. You don't realize that, but they owned the team, and their family's business was based in Youngstown, and they ran the team really from Youngstown. And he got hooked up in a gambling. He gave $400,000 cash to Eddie Edwards, the governor of Louisiana, for a casino license, and he got busted. $400,000 cash. It didn't work out.
Who was this?
What about the lights going out? The lights going out, somebody's head better roll.
Yeah.
You know what is it? This stupid freaking halftime show extravaganza. I'm sitting there watching the halftime show, and I'm thinking, why? If I'm the players, I would hate the fact that I got to wait a freaking hour to get back out there and play football.
I think it changes the game.
It does change the game.
15 minutes and getting back out there.
You're right. It changes the game. I hate the halftime show. Why do they have to have the Beyonce or whatever his halftime show? Why don't you do it before the game?
Yeah, I agree. Those things just run on. It's a cash
America
grab,
the Beautiful thing, wonderful. Alicia Keys did a great job on the Star Spangled Banner.
It started on time. They seem to get it right at, they say 6:30. It used to be 6:30 and then you'd wait another half hour. But so at least they start on time.
Commercials, hands down, I hope you found it for me.
Yeah.
God Made a Farmer, the Chrysler commercial.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even close. What an unbelievable commercial.
Yeah, there were some pretty good commercials too.
There was
a couple. A lot sucked.
Hey, the blonde girl making out with the fat young kid.
It was awkward.
Was very awkward watching that.
Yeah, it was made like a weird noise.
If they meant to make you feel uncomfortable watching that, well, they succeeded because I was uncomfortable. That was weird.
It was weird. And the noise they made like this. It was a weird.
Did you think the blonde was hot? I think she was good looking.
Yeah, it was at Bar Raffaelli or something.
I don't know.
Some supermodel.
They had to pay her. I bet you when they said, you got to kiss this guy here, she said, $5 million and I'll kiss that kid.
The best day of that kid's life.
My God.
That commercial shoot. Let's get another take of that. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Take two. That's an interesting question. How many takes did it take?
One. I guarantee it was one.
You know what's funny is...
At least the kiss.
I was working during the whole game, so I didn't really pay too much attention to commercials. I missed a bunch of them. You can tell me. But
you didn't miss much, really.
But the one where Paul Harvey's voice, wow, doing God Made a Farmer, kind of reminded me of making like a mellow rant that I would do,
Yeah, I thought it was for
God Made a Farmer. For hillbillies?
For hillbillies with trucks.
Jeez.
It was fitting for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come back. We're going to cover it all today. The news, the Super Bowl, life's observations. This is Fleetwood Mac, Monday morning on ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Man, we're having a great old time. Remember to vote for me on City Beat. Yeah, we're shamelessly. Everybody else does it, so we might as well campaign. As long as Mo Egger doesn't win anything. Mo. I can out-sports commentate him. Oh, today's the big day. Wildman Walker begins his debut here at ClassX Radio at 4 p.m. 4 to 6 p.m. He's going to discuss sports, play a little music. We'll see what Wildman comes up with. I will be listening. As long as he's not allowed to use this studio, I don't care. If he uses this studio, I'm going to protest.
Start smelling by tomorrow.
The weather canceled my comedy show. We learned this from experience. If it snows, nobody goes to the levee. But the comedy show will be rescheduled. It'll be rescheduled. Is that all right with you, Garrett?
I'm fine.
All right. I tell you right now, this weekend was the first weekend in a long, long time. Of course, the comedy show, I would have had to do it, but I stayed home the entire weekend. And I enjoyed my weekend. My favorite weekends is not go anywhere. Fire in the fireplace. You're on in the microphone here, Garrett.
Did you hear that?
I don't know. But what we did is we just stayed home all weekend, except on Friday late afternoon, like 5 o'clock. We went to see Rust and Bone, a movie at the Esquire movie theater, which is really good. It's about a double amputee at the knees, a woman that trained orcas for like SeaWorld, and this guy who's in the street fighting, and how they came to meet in their relationship. And it was subtitles because I think it was a Belgian movie. So we saw that movie. Other than that, didn't go anywhere. Anywhere. Is that all right with you that I didn't go anywhere?
Yep, fine with me. I'm glad you had a good weekend.
All right.
Saw you a flick.
What'd you do this weekend?
Got hammered.
Got hammered?
Absolutely hammered.
Today in history, the first electoral college chose Washington and Adams as president and VP in 1789. 1945, FDR, Churchill, and Stalin met at Yalta. Yalta. 1969, John Madden is named head coach of the NFL's Oakland Raiders. And of course later, Monday Night Football and Madden game. What else do we have here? 1991, Hall of Fame's board of directors voted 12-0 to bar Pete Rose. Wow. 1997, O.J. Simpson found it's called liable. William, L-I-A-B-L. He put libel. Found libel in murders of Ron Goldman.
I was wondering what he was meant by that.
Well, William.
So what does that mean? Liable
William went to Boone County.
What's the difference between liable and guilty?
Neither. Well, no. Libel is civil. See, he was found not guilty in the criminal case. He was found liable in the civil case.
So what's the difference? I mean, he still avoided jail time.
No,
He's basically guilty in one court, not in another?
No, this wasn't the criminal court. It was civil. This was for money. If you remember, he was found not guilty in the criminal case, but he had to fork out all his millions in the civil case. Today's birthdays are pretty interesting. Gavin DeGraw. I'm in love with a woman. I remember that song. 36.
Baby. This was a good jam.
Oscar De La Hoya. 40 years old. One time, pound for pound, the best boxer in the world. Clint Black, 51. You know the best song, one of the best country music songs. When we play country music one day, I'm going to play Killin' Time by Clint Black. Killin' Time. Alice Cooper, 65. You gotta like Alice Cooper. This was, of course, his big hit. School's out. Everybody plays that at the end of the year. Vice President, former Vice President Dan Quayle is 66. What a jackwagon he was. Rosa Parks, the civil rights leader, and Charles Lindbergh. Charles Lindbergh flew the Spirit of St. Louis across the Atlantic Ocean, the first solo flight to do so. And you know what? Charles Lindbergh was actually the first, modern celebrity. And once he did that, he was like the most famous person in the world. Just could live off his celebrity. What people don't realize is that he helped begin airmail, and he also helped develop airports. Also, I think it was Pan Am. He was involved in beginning Pan Am. He did a lot more to just fly across the ocean in a solo flight. Today, snow, high of 35. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, high of 38. The feel-good song on Facebook will be Happy Heart by Andy Griffith, which is an awesome song.
Andy Williams,
excuse me. Useless and interesting facts. The harmonica is the world's best-selling musical instrument. Bet you didn't know that. Alan Pinkerton, who founded the famous detective agency, died in 1884 when he stumbled, bit his own tongue, and was killed by gangrene. That's funny and sad and weird all at once. Televangelist Pat Robertson, who won the Michigan caucus in '88, was the great-grandson of Benjamin Harrison. Wow! Did not know that. One human hair can support the weight equivalent of 6.6 pounds. Maybe we're going to make rope out of hair. Tens of thousands of Ugandans reported they had seen and heard a talking tortoise in 1978. What kind of mushrooms did they eat? Dwight Eisenhower was the first president to appoint a member of the clergy of the White House staff, making Fred Fox a congressional minister. I'll have to find a role for Pastor Dan. In the 18th century, many women went to the trouble of having their gums pierced so they could use hooks to secure their false teeth. Wow. William the Conqueror was so strong he could jump onto his horse wearing full armor. I liked William the Conqueror. Okay, I'm going to test your all's knowledge. What famous battle, known by a year, William Conqueror is most known for? Jake and Garrett.
Battle of 1876.
1812.
The Battle of 1066 of Hastings.
Damn.
When he came over and...
Gonna guess that next.
Name the king of England, or he's trying to be king of England, who was shot with an arrow in the eye during the Battle of Hastings and died.
King Harry.
I'm going to say George.
Close. Harold.
See, it was his nickname. I was using a nickname. That's right, man.
William the Conqueror is also famous for being one of the most famous bastards in history. Do you know Confucius was a bastard? And so was William the Conqueror, was a bastard. During World War II, Americans had the idea of fitting bats with miniature bombs that would then be dropped as they flew over the enemy. Bad idea that obviously never came to be. Your body uses 300 muscles to balance itself when you stand still. Very interesting. There is more pigment in brown eyes than in blue eyes. Who cares? 2 mouths full of cowbane, a member of the carrot family, is enough to kill you. Well, I'm glad I've never had any cowbane. Have you guys?
No.
A thick glass is more likely to crack if hot water is poured into it than a thin one. Bet you didn't know that one. Saliva cannot dissolve something. You cannot taste it. Buzz Aldrin was the second man to set foot on the moon. Moon was also his mother's maiden name. Man, that's a little deep. That is weird. Why do radio operators say niner instead of just 9?
Well, we do that because it's easier to understand.
Niner? Come on, Niner.
2, 7, like that's like Tommy Boy. Niner.
Niner.
Oh yeah, what number did you dial?
Niner.
2.
2, 3, 4, Niner. Maybe I can do some Chris Farley
Were
too.
you calling from a walkie-talkie?
Walkie-talkie. I see we got some posters in here. Anybody of note? Well, they got to be of note. They're posters.
Linda Evans.
Linda Evans.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The hot piece of ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday morning. We get some caffeine in this place.
Yeah, let's get Frisch's run.
No way. All right, we'll do a Frisch's run. You know what? You guys are making me gain weight with your Frisch's runs. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, this is California Dreaming on this cold day, trying to make you feel warm and all nice and feel goody inside. Mamas and Papas on ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Hollywood box office, Warm Bodies, 20 million. What the hell's a movie, Warm Bodies?
That looks so stupid.
What's it about?
Zombies
Zombie,
and
Oh, zombies? Man, look at
what's
these.
the
Is
obsession?
it supposed to be a comedy, I think?
All I know is
don't know.
these movies just aren't doing well at all. Joe Flacco, and I caught it. I said, hey, just drop the F-bomb. He goes, this is awesome. What's he supposed to say, you know?
Yeah.
Of course, he's MVP. He's going to appear on The Late Show.
Don't you think the quarterbacks get way more thought for MVP than anybody else? Not Jacoby Jones.
Yeah, how does Jacoby Jones not become the MVP of that game?
Yeah.
Don't get it.
He scored receiving too, right?
Scored receiving and a 109-yard touchdown.
Kickoff return.
Wow. Super Bowl ratings, according to advertising firms, featuring a voiceover by Oprah for Jeep and Taco Bell, featuring senior citizens with the 2 best liked commercials. That was a funny commercial with the Taco Bell ad.
I think that was my favorite one.
Those old stogies out there having a good old time.
Do we have that one?
Nicole Kidman,
No, it was.
Okay.
the actress, says she has stopped using Botox after a recent procedure left her frozen face. Nicole, come on, grow old gracefully. That house that Roseanne used for the TV series in Evansville, you can buy it for $129,000. What if it still smells like Roseanne?
They filmed that in Evansville?
I guess.
Or did they just use
Or they
that
They
as,
just used the front of the house.
Just use the front of the house, I
Okay.
guess. You know how weird the way they do that? Like, of all the freaking places,
Right.
you know?
They couldn't find
They couldn't find that house in California? Muhammad Ali, according to reports, his health is failing. They say no, he's not near death. Oh, Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber are apparently back together. Of course, Justin Bieber, he's been seen doing drugs. Justin Bieber's gone off the deep end. Little Bieber. You just watch. He's headed to the way of Lindsay Lohan. And you know what? What about this tweeting stuff? Like, does anybody care the First Lady tweeted about Beyonce's Super Bowl show? Ugh.
Great show though. I thought great performance by Beyonce, bringing out Destiny's Child. Say my name, say my name.
Not my thing, boy band boy.
Say baby. I
Did
love
nothing.
you.
Give me a rock band.
Say my name.
Lance Armstrong has fallen so bad they're removing him from wax museums.
That's bad one.
I mean, you can't just leave him up in a wax museum.
They melted him.
That's when you've known you've arrived. When you are either a wax or bronzed figure.
Yeah.
You say, man, I've been waxed.
When are we going to talk about the Super Bowl commercials? Other than the one we just talked about.
I don't know. Wait a little bit.
All right.
Wait a little bit.
I got a list. My top 3.
You do? The Super Bowl. Baltimore 34, San Francisco 31. Joe Flacco, MVP, 22 of 33, 287 yards, 3 first half TDs. By the way, turnovers. Of course, they did fumble once, the 49 or the Ravens did, but I tell you right now, that interception and their fumble is just bad.
What was the turnovers? 2-1, right?
2-1.
Ran twice.
Yep.
And really, Baltimore kind of turned it over a third or a second time. I thought it was pretty even because they
turnover a third time. They let them get an opening half kickoff run back.
Well, that doesn't help. But I'm talking Baltimore shanked a punt at one point, and then San Francisco returned it to like the Ravens' 30-yard line. So it was almost like turning it over. They were almost in the red zone to begin the drive.
Congratulations, the UC Bearcats beating Seton Hall, and they've landed 19th best player in high school.
Yes.
Jermaine Lawrence.
That's huge for UC.
Yes,
This
it
kid's
is.
19th. I heard 21st. It depends on probably what rankings you look at. 6'9", 200-pound forward. I've heard good things. He'll be a 3-year starter, they say, in the Big East.
Of course, UK has 3 of the top 5
Man.
players, so they didn't even want to recruit number 19 because they've got 3 of the top 5.
Bunch of hillbillies down there.
And 4 of the top 10.
Hey.
UK beat Texas A&M, baby.
Give my boy Mick a little more time.
Hey, next year UK is going to be incredible because not all these guys are going to go pro, and it is going to be unbelievable.
I think the wheels are going to fall off that train.
Phil Mickelson won the Phoenix Open. Who cares?
Good for Lefty.
Miami beat Toronto 185. Louisville yesterday beat Marquette 70-51. What else? Kasich going to unveil his planned budget for the final 2 years of his term today. Hey, Kasich, you're a jackwagon. Riverbend Music Center. Tim McGraw will return to Riverbend with his 2 Lanes of Freedom tour on May 25th. He was on CBS Morning News with, they talked about his fight over alcohol, and, well, he looked cheesy in his career.
Yeah, but
Then he married Faith Hill. He and Faith. 3 girls. There was a poll done. Kentuckians aren't willing to pay any more taxes. Imagine that. The city of Covington is working on a plan to replace the Vu Park Golf Course Clubhouse. Who cares? 4 fire departments, Florence, Union, Point Pleasant, and Covington, saved a dog after it fell through the ice in a pond yesterday in Boone County. The dog was in the water for 25 minutes. 4 fire departments to save a dog. I'm a dog lover, but come on.
Yeah, let the thing sink. Gives a damn about that dog. Horrible.
I have to tell you right now, 4 fire departments is freaking ridiculous. I got a question.
It's not slow down.
What did 4 fire departments able to do that 1 fire department couldn't in saving a dog?
Well,
Do they have a special dog saving department in Covington?
What I heard they did was form a human chain all the way to the shore, and they grabbed each other's ankles and laid out, and the last guy,
Are you serious?
no. I don't know what the hell they did.
The Kentucky State Senate apparently is going to shore up the state's pension system, which is underfunded by $30 billion. That's all. Just $30 billion.
30B.
30 billion, that's all it is. Here's some local news. Franchise Expo, February 9th and 10th, which is this Saturday and Sunday, I think, at Duke Energy Center. Snappy Tomato Pizza is going to have a booth there. So you can come learn how to make a pizza and be a franchisee of Snappy Tomato Pizza. Did you see where the White House turned out a picture of Obama shooting a gun, shooting skeets? He looked like a wussy shooting a gun, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Pull! Wow, you shot a clay pigeon.
Why do they call them pigeons? They look like pigeons?
No, they look like
Circles.
circles.
It's a disc, right?
Yeah, they look like little spacecraft. Little Martians riding on them. I don't know. Oh my God. Hey, we haven't asked you about traffic, Jake. Anything going on in traffic?
No, I don't even have it pulled up. So I'm going to say that.
All right, there's nothing going on in traffic. Should we call kids off school? Nah. Get your butts out of bed and go to school. We gave you Friday off. We're not going to give you today off.
China's catching up with us as it is.
We've been too lenient on your asses. This is Johnny Rivers, Summer Rain. I'm trying to make you feel better about today on ClassX Radio. It's the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, American jury, it's freaking Monday. I want to go back to bed. I think I'm going to walk off the set, let these guys finish the show. It'll suck, but at least I'll get some sleep. New hairdo by Traffic Girl.
Yeah, it's straight today.
Oh, this is a one of your many styles that you use?
Yeah.
All right.
Faster.
I don't like it.
Straight hair day.
You don't like it?
What did you tell us? We would have all done
Like
our
it
straight
bigger,
hair day.
poofier?
Yeah, I could have gone straight hair.
Is there anything going on? We just like you to go straight.
I'm kidding. Look straight.
Thanks.
Can you tell us what's going on in traffic since Jake was negligent in pulling up the website?
Yes, there is an accident in Campbell County on I-275 westbound at US 52.
Well, we hope everybody's okay in that accident.
If you're not, it's 859-240.
Did you hear about this? Marine reservist Eddie Ray Ruth of Lancaster, Texas, has been charged with the murder of ex-SEAL Chris Kyle, 38, and 35-year-old Chad Littlefield. Kyle was at the gun range helping Ralph, who was recovering from post-traumatic stress syndrome, trying to help the guy out. Obviously, he's not recovered yet. That is sad. This Chris Kyle is the Navy SEAL that says he's the biggest killer in the history of the war, of any war. Killed 150, he's a sniper. 150 confirmed kills. Now he's dead. On a gun range. The guy apparently went nuts with his gun. I heard somebody use that as an example. Chris Wallace on Fox News used that as an example with the NRA president of gun control. And I'm like, yeah, what's that got to do with gun control? Baltimore riots. I-83 was shut down, and travelers were cautioned to avoid the area after the Ravens fans began rioting in the streets after the big win. Some tried to overturn cars, and police received reports of looting.
Yeah, it would happen here. If the Bengals ever win the Super Bowl, which won't probably happen,
It's not going to happen.
hillbillies
It's
are
not
going
gonna
nuts around here. Burn this place down.
My wife raised this question. She said, you know, how do the Bengals players feel that every year they got to watch the Super Bowl and they're never in it or even close to being in it? It's kind of funny.
Yeah, right.
Play for the Bengals. Why do you
Especially
play,
when someone in the division wins.
why do you play? Why do you play for the Bengals unless you're a sadomasochist? You know, it's like play for the Bengals. Go Bengals.
Yeah, they're a laughing stock.
They've only been to 2 Super Bowls, and they haven't been to a Super Bowl in like 20 years. And when they get to them, they always lose. They let Joe Montana go the whole length of the field. God.
Joe Montana's
I'm
probably
so
ecstatic when he finds out they play the
I'm so
Bengals.
tired and miserable. I'm laughing about the Bengals not making the Super Bowl ever. They suck. Obama doesn't mind ordering women into combat. Told you he was anti-women. He wants to send them to their deaths.
Throw 'em out.
Go die! That's what he does. Sad, man. He hates women. He's oh, Bill Clinton's going to speak at the funeral of New York City Mayor Ed Koch, spelled Cook, on Monday, along with Crittenden Mayor Mike Bloomberg and Israeli Consul General. This is what Bill Clinton's going to say. I
Get it together over there.
I'll wait till I get it together to give the eulogy that Bill's going to give. How about New Jersey? They got a gun control law called one gun a month. Why do you do one gun a month? Like that's gonna solve crime. Like all the bad guys go, hey Leroy, we can only get one gun a month. Well, you better put that gun away. You can only have one a month. I mean, who follows that law? The world is going to hell in a handbasket. One gun a month. Man, that's so stupid. Today the Democrats are going to introduce a gun bill. They're going to leave out semi-automatic military-style weapons. They will seek to limit magazine capacity and push the expansion of background checks to end the gun show loophole. And in addition to that, they'll say, one gun a month! They're going to have people protesting. One gun a month! Eric Cantor, he's a jackwag, and he says the GOP needs to stop worrying about spending cuts and budget deficits. What? And talk about how the government can help families. What a jackwagon.
Oh my God.
Harry Reid says immigration reform will pass. Thank you. Thank you very much there, Harry, for weighing in on that. Jesse Jackson says that Obama needs to go back to Chicago and help them solve their gun problem.
There's
The
at least
president.
one murder a day up there.
Yep.
At least more than that.
Yeah.
Average almost 2.
Sad, man. Sarah Palin fans are questioning why it's all right for the president to release a photo shooting a gun, but when Palin did the same thing, she was targeted with hateful ads. It's a good point, Sarah Palin. Obama says there's no doubt we need additional revenue coupled with smart spending reductions. Oh my God. Smart, you know what smart spending reductions interpretation means? No spending reductions. That's what that means. And Obama, of course, is worried about your little Boy Scouts. He says the organization should allow gay individuals to join. Why does the president weigh in on gays and Boy Scouts? Like, I think gays...
Does he get asked these questions?
I mean, what the hell? We got all these freaking major problems, and he weighs in on that. I mean, I think we should let homosexuals be in Boy Scouts. I gotta ask you this: why? I'm having a meltdown, folks. Why should gays be allowed to be in the Boy Scouts? Makes no sense to me.
If they don't want gays, they don't have to have them. Stay out.
What's the
gay
point?
people. You gotta learn how to tie a knot somewhere else.
Can we go to a song? Can we please go to a
Get the hell out of our fraternity. Don't mess with you, don't mess with me.
This is an epic show. Yeah, Led Zeppelin on ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. I tell you right now, Garrett's just dying to tell me what his favorite Super Bowl commercials were. Before we do that, let's have Traffic Girl Shannon see if there's anything out there to report.
In Campbell County, there is an accident on I-275 westbound at US 52 Kellogg Avenue.
All right, Garrett, tell us what your favorite commercials were.
I got a top 3. They sucked. Mostly they sucked.
mostly
There
suck.
were
Like 'em?
3 good ones. I thought there were like a few good ones. You know, the Taco Bell one with the old people was
That was my favorite.
that was probably 4.
Loved it.
The Dorito and the goat commercial I thought was kind of cute.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
that sucked.
I thought it was kind of funny,
The goat, they ate a lot of Doritos.
but it was funny.
was not funny.
All right, what else do you got
All
there?
right, the Volkswagen commercial with the guy that talked like a Jamaican
Yes.
was hilarious.
Yeah.
They were like just in an office, but the guy just kept talking like a Jamaican the whole time.
Brad,
Yeah, I
you're
can
from
understand
Wisconsin,
that.
aren't
Yeah.
you?
Wasn't bad. I wasn't bad.
Come on.
What else?
No, the Taco Bell old people was on my list. So that was pretty good.
The Taco Bell one, huh?
Yeah. Where the old people were partying.
Well, let me show you the best one. You got the farmer commercial with Paul Harvey up?
Yeah, we got it. But hold on, one more. The
Okay.
shoe commercial with the
Is that
cheetah.
one
Starts
cheetah?
out with a cheetah.
Right,
and
right,
he's
right.
chasing down an antelope.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
they pan out and it's the guy's like flying by him.
Oh, that was
That was-
stupid.
You're stupid.
You know what? This was the best commercial right here. It was overwhelmingly the best commercial. Paul Harvey's voice talking about God made a farmer.
This thing sucked. I'm sure
And of course it was for Chrysler. And they showed pictures, if you didn't see it, of the farmer.
Deep and straight.
Just to show you the absolute problems with America. Traffic Girl and Garrett are laughing during that segment of Paul Harvey. If you're wondering why we're going to hell in a Chinese canoe, how dare you all laugh at such wise words of Paul Harvey.
He said deep and straight. Funny.
I tell you right now,
So God made a hillbilly.
God made a farmer,
Did you know
Garrett.
what the hell he was talking about?
Yes, because I was a farm boy.
What's a
I've done all those things. I've done a 40-hour week by Tuesday.
what's a cedar
In fact, I still do it.
or whatever he was talking about?
A cedar. You know what a cedar tree is?
Oh,
Jeez.
it's a tree.
I apologize. How about Kate Upton? What'd you think of her commercial? The Mercedes commercial.
Okay, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either.
You didn't see it?
No, I meant to talk about that with Jake because or anybody, but when did that play?
I don't know. How about this? Missed this on pop culture over the weekend. Former Saturday Night Live star Victoria Jackson, remember the blonde that played a dumb blonde on purpose? She wrote on her website, now that the white race is becoming a minority in America, perhaps we need to make, say, January White History Month. She also called Obama and Alec Baldwin God-hating communists. You go, Victoria! The White Music Awards.
White entertainment
White
television.
entertainment television.
That's right. How about this? St. Xavier High School football coach Steve Speck named the Don Shula NFL High School Coach of the Year. $25,000 he gets. Wow! 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 Wow!
He gets or the team gets?
He gets 25. 15 goes to the football program. He gets 10. So there you have. What else do we have that we missed from over the weekend? Oh, Cincinnati, Dayton area Kroger stores are going to end double coupon promotions. And the streetcars begin production February 8th. While bids to construct the tracks, maintenance facilities, and stations are due on the same day. Folks, This is an outrage. They have no way to pay for this damn thing, and they're just going full speed ahead right off the freaking cliff. Wow. Do you believe it? I mean, I don't believe it. But it's happening. Here's some Super Bowl facts for you. A Super Bowl host city can bring in over $150 million, including money spent by fans, sponsors, media, and visitors. The average number of people at a Super Bowl party, 17. How many were at yours, Shannon?
Not about 8, not that many.
Garrett, how about yours?
Yeah, like 7 or 8.
Right. Only 5% of viewers will watch the game alone. Fans eat over 1.23 billion chicken wings. I will tell you this, it's the biggest day in the pizza business. We sell more Snappy Tomato Pizza than any other day.
I should have gone to Snappy last night.
You darn right you should have.
Donato's, great pizza.
Donato sucks. Unless they want to
Marco's.
sponsor our show.
Been to
Marco's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on Beachmont.
In the last 20 years, 17 Super Bowls have been won by the team that resides from the city with the lower unemployment rate. It's called desperation. They play harder. The top food eaten at Super Bowl parties is vegetables. What?
No way.
No.
9 out of 10
That's
people
right,
stay at home to watch the Super Bowl. See, I bought ribs. Montgomery Inn was closed. So I bought ribs from
What?
Smoky Bones. My wife went to pick them up at 6 o'clock. She said it was like a ghost town out. 9 out of 10 people watch it almost like Christmas Day. Nobody's out. They're all at home.
Yeah, I went out and picked up pizza at like 6, and it was pretty barren.
1/3 of Americans bet on the Super Bowl, mostly men. Why? Because men are freaking stupid.
Hold on, why was Montgomery Inn closed?
I don't know. It was closed. And Saturday was Groundhog Day. And apparently, the Punxsutawney Phil failed to see his shadow. So we can expect 6 more weeks of winter.
No, I thought.
No, I thought he saw it.
Yeah, I thought it meant spring. I heard Jim Scott say that this morning.
I think he was wrong. I think William's wrong too. I thought he
I'm
saw.
gonna find out what that dumbass rodent did.
By the way, that American mother, Sari Sierra, was found dead in Istanbul, Turkey yesterday. She was either stabbed to death or suffered trauma to the head.
Hey, did you know that
So
a
that's
member
sad.
of the Reds is from Punxsutawney?
No,
You know which one?
no,
Devin Mesraka.
really.
Punxsutawney,
How about
PA.
that Boston bus crash? 30 people were injured. They forgot that the bridge overpass was a little too tall to go under.
Hey, William, Punxsutawney Phil forecasts an early spring. Dumbass.
Exactly.
Fire.
See, Jim Scott said that too, and I said, he's full of beans.
Wrong. Quit getting your facts from Jim Scott.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah, if you stop listening to Jim Scott, maybe we'd get the facts straight, William.
Sorry about that, Bulldog Nation.
Absolutely. By the way, William says that tape with that woman and that young kid, no. That kid, 32 years old. The woman,
What?
27.
No chance.
And 60 takes.
No.
60 takes.
One take. Guaranteed.
Hey, William, did you get that from Jim Scott?
What'd you think of that commercial, Shan?
It's
Yeah, that was
disgusting.
weird.
It was
It
weird.
was really
I thought it
weird.
was sorry.
I felt like I was watching pedophilia live.
The sound that it made was just...
This is Foreigner, not Dirty White Boy, just women on ClassX Radio. I love this song. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. You know what Chuck says? You forgot about this one. I thought it was good. Leon Sandcastle. We want to give Oracle status. And you got Roger Goodell was a good sport. I think participate in that. Leon Sandcastle. Oracle. All right, Shannon, traffic girl, what's going on out there in the world of traffic?
The left lane is blocked on I-71 southbound at Ronald Reagan. In Cincinnati, an accident on the ramp to I-74 at Corrigan Avenue. An accident on Wilmer. North of Kellogg, an accident on Clough Pike at Wolf Angle. In Hamilton County, an accident on the ramp to I-75 northbound on West Sharon Road at I-75. A vehicle blocking the shoulder on I-275 eastbound at 747 Princeton Pike. And in Blue Ash, an accident on Kenwood Road at Zigzag Road.
That zigzag road, man, you just got to zigzag on by.
Watch zigzag.
You got to watch the zigzag. Now, those of you that like tomatoes or tomatoes, you know, you say tomato, I say tomato. The United States of America and Mexico have reached a tentative agreement on cross-border trade in tomatoes. The deal raises the minimum sales price for Mexican tomatoes in the U.S. Oh, it's going to cost us more. And increases the types of tomatoes governed by the pact to 4 from 1. So I just want to point out there, you know, this is some news you're not going to get in traditional media that we're on top of. This is a major deal. Tomatoes are going to come across the Mexican border like illegal immigrants.
Why can't we grow our own tomatoes?
They're going to be carrying tomatoes. I agree, California is where the tomatoes are grown. I say boycott Mexican tomatoes.
I say wipe them out.
Tomatoes?
Tomato. Oh,
I
you need
love
those to make
tomatoes.
You need them ketchup, man.
Ketchup, yeah, that's good.
You need them on pizza sauce.
You eat them like raw, like an apple.
Oh, I can't eat it. Yeah, just salt.
Ugh.
I love them.
By the way, from in downtown Cincinnati, now this is the home of Mark Mallory,
You
Mr.
got killed now.
Mr. Jack Wagon, Mr. Streetcar. From 2000 to 2010, lost 20,000 freaking jobs downtown. Bill Goodman's North American Gun and Knife Show in Sharonville, up 50% yesterday. It begins at 9 a.m. today. I'm going up there to buy 16 different guns before they pass. One gun is all you get.
Bill Goodman's
Gun and Knife Show. Senator Mitch McConnell opened an office in Louisville and he said he's ready to take on anybody. Well, he's not going to take on Miss Ashley Judd because she's going through a divorce, so she's not going to run.
How about that? Who'd she divorce? Andretti or
Franchetti.
Franchitti? Dario.
He's a tomato sauce that they use in Italy. Franchitti sauce.
I like that name, Dario.
I like the name Franchitti. Hey, come here, Franchitti. Come here.
Frankie, good Italian.
Hey, there's a new movie out with us. It's called Stand Up Guys. Walken and Pacino are in it. Chuck and I got to go see that because we're stand-up guys, you know.
Cool.
Cincinnati native Luke Kuechly or
Keekley.
Keekley. Associated Press NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. Give that young man Oracle status.
Yeah, I went to say
He
that.
led the league with 164 tackles.
Good.
We missed a few sports scores. NKU beat USC Upstate 70-65. Xavier lost to Richmond 73-71. The Musketeers suck this year. Miami 70, Central Michigan 61, and Indiana beat Michigan, number 1, 81-73.
Man, that #1 spot in college basketball is a revolving door. Right.
Not when UK gets there.
There's What a
And you forgot to point out that Nick Cronin got his 200th coaching win.
It's Mick.
Mick. Mick.
Yeah, 200 on Saturday with the big win over Seton Hall.
And the Pro Football Hall of Fame inductees, if you weren't paying attention, Coach Bill Parcells, defensive lineman Warren, I weigh 900-pound sap, receiver Chris, I played with Randy Moss Carter, by the way, a Middletown, Ohio native.
Yeah.
Offensive lineman Jonathan Ogden, Dallas Cowboy offensive lineman Larry Allen. You know he could bench press like 800 freaking pounds. I saw him do it on video in like the barbell bends. Curly Culp, a senior selection, and Dave Robinson, a senior selection. You know, he's the only guy ever to make the Hall of Fame in both basketball and in football. Dave Robinson.
There's one that didn't get in this time that was a pretty big shocker. And I don't think
Andre Reed?
No, it wasn't him. It was a coach, I think.
Jerome Bettis. He didn't get in there. He should be.
Yeah, he will, though. I think he's got more opportunities, but this coach was on like his last.
Really?
Wasn't, because Parcells got in. Who am I thinking of?
Adrian Peterson was the NFL's most valuable player and offensive player of the year.
As he should be.
I agree.
Now, it's just going to be a shame in a couple of years when it comes out he did roids to get back from that injury.
Your UK fans, Bobcats rookie Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was hospitalized overnight as a precaution after receiving a knee in the back of the head. He has a concussion. He'll come back. Do you know 10 NFL teams have appeared in the Super Bowl games without a win? Yeah, the Bengals.
Buffalo.
Name the 4 teams that have never appeared in the Super Bowl. Go.
Houston.
Yes.
Jacksonville.
Yes.
Tampa Bay was in it. Jeez.
Browns and Lions. Browns, Lions, Jaguars, and Texans have never appeared in the Super Bowl.
Well, and the Texans will get, they're just newer teams, Texans and Jags. Well, the Jags have been around now for 15 years.
15 years?
Like that. 96 was their expansion year, wasn't it?
This was really neat. The Wall Street Journal over the weekend, they had a story about how Jim Harbaugh of the 49ers adopted the book that Andy Grove, who founded Intel, Only the Paranoid Survive. Now get this. And Chuck, if you're listening, tell me this isn't our mantra in Bulldog Nation. Companies don't die because they are wrong. They die because they don't commit. In other words, you got to commit. And you got to go all the way. You got to go all in with the game plan. All right, Bill Spry, we need to, wait a minute. We were going to commit with radio superbity. And what does he do? Wow, man, 4 to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. The worst sports show in the country.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be listened to
I'm gonna call him.
because people are going to want to hear how bad it really is.
I'm going to call him on the American Farm on the
Companies don't die because they are wrong. They die because they don't commit. Now, here's a little Obama fact for you. Also, according to Wall Street Journal, the U.S. is now tied for last with Papua New Guinea in the time it takes to get a permit for a new mine. How do you like that, miners? You can't get a permit to do a mine because Barack Obama says, I want to hold you up.
The war on coal.
The war on business. It's an outrage. It's an outrage. It's wrong. Just plain wrong. What else do we have here? And something where, well, I talk about gay. Why shouldn't gays be in the Boy Scouts? If you missed this, what's your editorial?
Well, they need to just stay the hell out because, and they can learn to tie a knot somewhere else.
All right.
You know, start campfire, pitch a tent, all these things.
Yeah, do all those things. Do them all without freedom.
Gays.
Don't be in there, you know. They claim that gay versus pedophiles not the same. And you know what? I believe that.
Yeah. I
But
got no problem with gay people, by the way.
But, man, I don't know.
I love gay people and gay people love me.
Yeah, they do. This is Genesis. Follow you, follow me. This is a good feel-good song, and I need a feel-good song because today sucks. Frisch's is here. When are they going to sponsor our show on ClassX Radio? This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. All right, my new diet, I'm going to eat Frisch's, but I'm not going to eat lunch. That way I'll stop gaining weight. What's going on, traffic girl?
In Cincinnati, the left lane is blocked on I-71 southbound at Ronald Reagan. There's stop-and-go traffic from Fields Erdel to Mason Montgomery. In Cincinnati, an accident on the ramp to I-74 eastbound on Colerain Avenue at I-74. An accident on Wilmore north of Kellogg. An accident on Clough Pike at Wolfangle. In Hamilton County, an accident on the ramp to I-75 northbound on West Sharon Road at I-75. In Hamilton, also a vehicle on fire blocking the shoulder at I-275 eastbound at
Fire!
47. In Blue Ash, an accident on Kenwood Road at Zigzag Road. In Loveland, an accident on Woodville Pike at Ring Lane. And an accident blocking the shoulder on I-275 westbound at Kentucky 17, exit 80.
That's my territory there. Where was that on 17?
At Madison Pike on I-275.
Oh my goodness. Right there. Now, folks, we got some posters. The first woman that will not appear on our Hot Women wall, but we had to get her because we love her music. Joan Jett has made the studio walls. Also making the studio walls, he's an icon, and we got him in his Chiefs jersey. The one, the only, Paul Newman. By the way, we got to get a Stallone poster. Preferably Rocky. Just thought of that.
Yeah.
We gotta get Rocky.
This is our best one of the day.
Linda Evans in a swimsuit,
Never mind.
getting out of a swimming pool.
Not her.
What?
She sucks.
Oh, she does not. She's worthy of the wall. And then Michael Jordan.
His greatness.
Icon. I would, you know what, you can make an argument that Michael Jordan's the best athlete of all time.
Look, he's like floating.
You know, he won back. Do you know that if he didn't retire, he would have won 9 straight NBA championships? Is there any doubt? Seriously. He would have won 9 straight.
Could have.
He won 3, stayed out for 3, come back, won 3.
Remember when he tried to play baseball and he sucked?
He batted over 200. He wasn't horrible.
Single A.
You know Chicago's got a gun problem, right? Well, guess what the latest is? They might ban energy drinks. That's what you need to do. When you got a gun problem and everybody's getting shot to hell, ban energy drinks.
Yeah.
That is the solution.
Yeah, because I'm sure these guys are sucking down a Red Bull before they go out
Yeah.
on a kill.
They go out there, hey man, I just had my Red Bull. I'm going to go out and shoot somebody now. My
No
God.
way, it's Tanqueray and Chronic. It's Red Bull's the culprit.
You know, I was laughing too hard before. I just want to tell everybody I was going to say about Ed Koch today. Cook, Koch, whatever his name is. I was going to say, damn, I thought he died 5 years ago. He's so freaking old. I mean, he was such a bad mayor that he allowed, what's that other guy named, that Republican? Yeah, Giuliani. Giuliani came in there for him, cleaned up Ed Koch's mess. But hell, I'm not kidding. I thought Ed Koch died 5 years ago. That's what Hillary told me. Cracking myself up.
Hey, what'd you think was the worst ad? Or like the one that made you feel...
The freaking kissing
Yeah,
one.
the kissing one was bad. What about the Calvin Klein?
I missed it. I'm not kidding. I was working while I was
That was
watching
like
the Super Bowl.
the naked dude.
It's so
Naked dude, basically. What'd
so-
you think of that one, Shannon? Shannon loved that one.
Have you guys ever watched the show Spartacus
Yeah.
on Stars?
I've seen
Well, I
it.
watched that after the Super Bowl. Spartacus is guts and blood and fighting and nudity. I mean, it's an incredible show. I mean, it's unbelievable. But it's great. I mean, they kind of show the Romans the way the Romans were, and Spartacus the way they were.
I watched the
Spartacus
Skin
a
Flick.
badass. You watch what?
Yeah. I watched the Skin Flick.
No, you didn't.
Did you watch the Lingerie Bowl?
Yeah, I watched it.
Did you watch the Lingerie Bowl?
Not this year, but I have before.
Isn't it
Oh,
on
my
I
halftime?
love
God.
it. Yeah, it's during
The
halftime.
No, I
Lingerie
didn't. I
Bowl.
watched Beyonce.
By the way,
And
I'm
I
not a
love
big
that.
Beyonce fan. In fact, I had fun I was just joking around. I was making negative comments about the halftime show. It was making my daughter madder than hell.
She loves her.
Oh,
Your
she's such a
liberal
lot-
daughter?
Yeah, huh?
Your liberal daughter?
No, my married daughter.
Oh.
But it was fun. I kept saying, man, look at those legs. I mean, gosh, they're so big. I mean, I was just thinking, oh,
She's
God.
a big
She's
girl. I
thick.
don't think that Beyonce is attractive, like a lot of people. Like, I appreciate her work and all that. Like, she's a good dancer,
I think
good
she did a
voice.
great
Favorite thing
job.
she's ever done was Gold Member.
Yeah, she
She's
was awesome
awesome.
in Gold Member.
She's pretty hot in Gold Member.
Yeah, except for the fro. But, it, 70s, yeah.
Yeah.
Gold member. What was Gold member about?
Who's the Austin,
Austin
Powers?
Powers.
I know, I was just joking. I just
Gold
messed-
Member is actually
He
a
loses
reference
his-
to the
Male genitalia.
He
genitalia
loses
of
it
one
on
of
14 schmelting accident.
It's a schmelting accident. I never heard of that. Schmelting accident.
I thought it was great, and then Destiny's Child popped out from the floorboards, which was sweet. She said that wasn't going to happen.
Speaking of Stallone, by the way, Willie saw Argo Friday night. He thought it was great. And it won another award. It won the Outstanding Directorial Achievement in Feature Film at the Directors Guild Awards.
What does guild mean?
It's just an organization. Sylvester Stallone supports gun control legislation. Hey, Paulie, I know people get upset and go, everyone take away an assault weapon. Who needs an assault weapon, Paulie? Like, really, unless you carry an assault, you can't hunt with it. Who's going to attack your house? Shut up, Rocky!
Dumbass.
I told Rocky to shut up, Bulldog. American Idol contestant Matthew Farmer. He auditioned for the reality show and said he had battled back from brain injury sustained in an IED attack in Iraq.
He was lying.
He has since admitted to fabricating the story. My God, see ya.
Hey, I don't blame him.
Well done.
Don't they think they're gonna get found
Man.
out
If
though? I
you
don't know
found
why they
out,
lie
then,
about
yeah,
it.
if you get to a certain point in the show,
That's what they want. They want the attention.
Yeah.
So
Oprah Winfrey's being sued by somebody. Sorry, Oprah, call the Bulldog. You know, I'm going to crash this party maybe. Northern Kentucky
Sure.
Tea Party Town Hall with U.S. Representative Thomas Massey, Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m., Lookout Heights Civic Club. I think I'm going to show up there and support the Tea Party. I think I will. By the way, the Highland County Tea Party wants me to MC some event coming up. Yes. Master of Ceremonies, I think, or maybe just speak. Hell, I don't know.
just tell them what you charge.
Yeah, $10,000. They're going to pay it.
All right, and if I have to go, get my appearance fee. It's $50 large.
No, I'll give you the $50 to come do the Chris Farley introduce
50
me.
grand.
$50.
Oh my God.
Or I'm not going.
I'm not going. Hey, how about this? There's some people that want Ann Romney or tag Romney
Answer the damn
to
phone,
win the
Jake.
Massachusetts Senate seat, being left by John Kerry. Mm-hmm.
Who? Mitt or Aaron?
Ann or tag.
No way.
We used to make fun of Mitt with a son named Tag. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, we're going to rock you with Holly's a long, cool woman as opposed to a short, hot lady. This is a long, cool woman in a black dress. Nothing like that, is there? ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Is the latest issue of Northern Kentucky Live out?
sold out.
Sold out already?
Already.
It sold out before it hit the stands?
I went there to get it that one day, and no one knew
Gone.
where it was.
Gone. I tell you right now, it's going to be like
Flying off
Vogue.
the show.
It's going to be like Vogue,
Got
or-
Cosmo.
Cosmo, or
GQ.
GQ, or Sports Illustrated, only it's not about sports. It's about rock music. Hey, I heard you were going to be the cover girl. I heard you were going to be the cover girl of Traffic Weekly.
Am I?
That's what I heard.
That's awesome, yeah. Let's do
I
that.
will tell you right now, folks,
Ag.
if you watch the traffic reports on television or you listen to some of the fat asses that do it in radio,
Denise Johnson.
we got the hottest traffic girl in the tri-state.
Oh, thank you.
Shannon. No one can touch her, right, Garrett?
Oh, Garrett. Wait.
Right, Jake?
No one.
No one. So we're trying to entice you to turn on the simulcast. I'm telling you right now, Traffic Girl's got it in one. Go ahead, cover girl of Traffic Weekly, Shannon Cook.
In Hamilton
And
County.
that's not her real name. We gave her this
Had to
name.
disguise
We had to
her.
disguise her name. Her real
That's my
name.
stage name.
Her real name is Baheslabah. She's a Muslim.
It is pronounced K-O-C-H.
It's a-
spelled K-O-C-H.
Hell, she might even be a radical Islam. We didn't care because she looked good. Go ahead,
All
Shannon.
right. In Hamilton
Islam-
County, there is a vehicle on fire on Spring Drive.
Fire!
7
Fire!
and
Call the fire
William
department!
William P. Dooley bypass. In Hamilton County, also a vehicle on fire blocking the shoulder on I-275 eastbound at 747 Princeton Pike. An accident blocking the right shoulder on I-275 westbound at Kentucky 17, Madison Pike. And in
Shoulder
Loveland,
blocks.
an accident on Woodview Pike at Ring Lane.
Ring Lane. Also, Zigzag's cleaned up.
Yes.
Did you all hear about Jim Harbaugh was actually in a
Say about this.
Saved by the Bell? Isn't that interesting? He looks kind of young, little young there. He's next to Screech. How many Screech didn't like Weird Job?
They did a porno.
Yeah.
I know. Screech did a
Screech.
porno. He did those celebrity boxing.
Wasn't any good. He's terrible at it.
Screech. It was. I didn't see the porno.
Yeah,
he was horrible
I
in that
watched
too.
all the sex
You
tapes
watched
come-
that?
Horrible.
Richard III. The results are out today. He was the last monarch to die in battle. The 15th century king. That means 1400s. Richard III. They found his bones. He was immortalized in a play by William Shakespeare because he was hunchbacked. And apparently, they think they have found his bones. His rule was challenged and he was defeated and killed at the Battle of Bosworth Field by the army of Henry Tudor, who took the throne as King Henry VII. All right, this was before Henry VIII. For centuries, the location of his body was unknown. Then last September, they dug up a skeleton of an adult male who appeared to have died in battle. Why? His skull was freaking blocked in there, or bashed in, with a bladed instrument. And a barbed metal arrowhead was found between the vertebrae of the upper back. He also had signs of scoliosis. They have found Richard III. I gotta ask this. So what the hell are you gonna do with him now? All right, you found his bones. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Does it matter? You all don't even freaking care, do you?
No.
You guys have the mental agility of a small soap dish.
I'm gonna use that one, Eric.
You can't. That's my favorite insult of all time.
I'm gonna use that today.
Vice President Joe Biden. Obama sends me where he doesn't want to go. Yeah, like Afghanistan and Iraq. That's what he said. Joe Biden. Jeez, oh Pete. How about this? Harry Reid supports Bob Menendez, his friend. He's an outstanding senator. I don't know anything about it. But did you try to find out? Come on. You know what? You don't take an airplane to fly down to some South American country repeatedly unless you're up to no good. That's what I say. Unless you're up to no good. How about this? Do you think government is a threat? 53% of Americans say it is a threat to their individual rights. 76% of Republicans say it is. Only 16% of Democrats say it's a big threat. Why? Because they just freaking want more and more government. I tell you right now. What else do we have here? Boeing engineers began voting on a new contract and whether to strike tomorrow. Strike. What else do we have? Smith & Nephew says the 2.3% excise tax on medical products on Obamacare has caused more than 100 layoffs in their country. You know what? It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Nobody cares. Barack Obama is just destroying this country, and the liberals just say, it's okay. We like him. He's a handsome black man, and he's president. So we like him. Remember, you can listen to us every morning at 88.9 and 89.1. You can also listen to us on live TuneIn Radio or ClassXradio.com. Also, the BulldogsNation.com, our live video simulcast. And you can also check out ClassX Radio on Facebook. And also me on Facebook. Eric Deters, Eric Charles Deters, all kinds of things. And you can email me at eric@ericdeters.com or text me at 859-250-2527. During the Super Bowl, a young waitress working at a Wings and Rings somewhere in a tri-state sent me a text.
Naked pic.
No.
Damn.
Giving me advice, asking me some legal advice on whether or not they could fire her for what had happened. Now, how do you like that? The Bulldog, the top lawyer in the tri-state, the best lawyer in the entire country, is willing to help out a damsel in distress who's working at Wings and Rings in the middle of the Super Bowl, has access to the Bulldog's text message.
That's pretty big of you, Eric.
I know. That's
what
why
was
we
wrong?
rock.
I'd have blown her off.
I know you would have. That's why you're going to stay in the station of life which you are, which is Coke bottler and board operator.
Damn right.
Which is good because I need you. How about North Dakota, this boom, this economic boom? This was in the New York Times Magazine. There's like 4-to-1 men to women. Ladies, if you're looking for a man, let's say you're butt ugly. Like you're the ugliest woman on your block. Okay? Like you haven't had a date in 25 freaking
Never
years.
get laid.
You're fat, you're ugly, I don't care. I mean, you just don't have a shot at a man. Go to North Dakota. They're waiting. They need you.
Nothing to do out
There'll
there.
be some fat guy with a big old beer gut working, and he'll say, hey, I'll take you on.
What's the reason for the boom?
This one guy, Brandy Wagner, and her ex-boyfriend, Zachary Bolton, 20, a computer technician for American Casting, makes $12,000 to $14,000 a month. You make over $100,000 a year if you go work in North Dakota.
For doing what?
And they just help the oil business. There's just all kinds of jobs up there. Now you got to live in that freaking hellhole of a cold place. Hey, if it's cold here, how cold is it in North Dakota?
Like 4 feet of snow on the ground.
But I'm
Good
just
snowboarding weather.
Just
Yeah.
telling you, if you need a... All right, what song do we have coming up?
I don't know.
Yeah, we got time for one.
Yeah, it is.
Can we do Bruce? How about Bruce Springsteen? I love that.
Yeah, what do you
Bruce
want? The
Springsteen song.
Downbound?
Downbound Train. This is one of
got that first.
This is one of my favorite. If not, Jake ought to get it. He hasn't done anything all morning. But we need to get a good Bruce song. I'm in the mood for some Bruce. And Downbound Train is what I'm talking about. If we don't have it, play the next song so Jake can get that song. We don't have it? Downbound Train.
Can we ever play Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, we play Guns N' Roses.
No way.
What?
I've not heard it yet.
What do you have?
Guns N' Roses.
Do we have the song?
You don't like
No,
Guns N'
not, let's
Roses?
do another Bruce
Jake,
one.
no, Jake, find Downbound Train.
I'm gonna get it.
For Bruce Springsteen. What else do we have? What other songs did I have there?
Little Beatles.
The Beatles. I like this song. I selected this on Class X Radio. You can never go wrong with the little Ferris Bueller on Class X Radio. This is the Bulldog on Class X Radio. All right, what do you got there, Shannon Traffic Girl?
Let's see if this mic works.
In Hamilton County, there is a vehicle on fire on Spring Grove Avenue, west of William P.
You turn it on. Turn it on. Help. We'll just start over, Shannon. It might help. Jeez, oh baby.
In Hamilton County, also, there is a vehicle on fire blocking the right shoulder
Fire!
on I-275 eastbound at 747 Princeton Pike, exit 42. An accident blocking the right shoulder on I-275 westbound at Kentucky 17, Madison Pike. And in Loveland, an accident on Woodsville Pike at Ring Lane.
Chuck, text me and let me know that's fixed.
Have you heard the news
Chuck
about
sounds better. Good.
CNE Middle School up in Stone Lick Township? They were teaching sex education, and they were having discussions about male and female reproductive organs, types of sexual activity, blah, 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 all in middle school. Parents were upset. They didn't know this was going on.
That's when we
I
did it.
learned in 5th grade.
Fifth?
5th, we would have our
Oh,
parents
my
sign
God.
to say that we could learn about it.
I don't want
And I
kids
went to
to,
Catholic school.
I don't want kids to learn about it till they have to. That means on the street.
Yeah, we probably weren't old enough. Everybody was laughing.
I don't want them to learn about it until they're on
It
the
was
street.
just-
The best sex education teacher was on Varsity Blues, Miss Davis.
Oh, yeah.
When she got on there and she had them say the word, the appropriate name for the male and female genitalia over and over again. That was funny. Then they found out, of course, she was a stripper.
Right.
That was interesting.
That's a great movie.
Miss Davis! Miss Davis!
A 10.
A 10! My God, you're a 10! Good job, Shannon. That was good, Billy Bob. You're a 10! Wounded Warrior Project rejects funds from a local church. They like that because it was a church. Oh my God. We're getting nitpicky, aren't we? I say we're getting too nitpicky. We gotta,
Turning down donations.
we gotta change the world, folks, one person at a time. Hey, how about this email we got from a fan? You do an absolutely excellent job articulating your message on your website. If you ever leave law, you should open an advertising agency. Your energy is off the charts. LW is pissed they ever let you go. Keep kicking ass. Jim.
Wow.
From Verona?
No, not from Verona. P.S. Garrett sucks.
I don't think that's in there. There's no
not.
PS on
It's
that.
not on there. I'm just messing with you, man.
Hold on. What does it does say? P.S. Garrett makes the show. Oh, I appreciate that.
And my good buddy Stan Billingsley sent me an Apartment 3G comic strip, which I got to show with everybody. This is hilarious. And this is the scene he has in here. She stumbles and, careful Margot, oops, guess I'm a little bit too loaded. Greg covers Margot and, my blanket, that's nice. I'm going to turn out the lights now and lock the door when I go. Okay, honey, sweet dreams, Eric. Later in 3G, Eric is wide awake. What's up with me? I'm falling in love with Margot. So who is this guy called Eric? He's accusing me of being, Stan Billingsley is, accusing me of being the other guy in the Apartment 3G comic strip named Eric. Do you believe that accusation? See, when you become a Z-list celebrity, that's the kind of thing you got to deal with. Being accused of being the other man in Margot's life. and Apartment 3G. Do you follow Apartment 3G? I don't.
Absolutely not.
Shannon, do you follow Apartment 3G?
No, I don't.
All right, well, Super Bowl, right? Well, guess who's the America's team, really? My daughter, Erica, sent me this, the liberal one, all right? Do you know who's America's team?
Green Bay.
No.
Pittsburgh.
No. Are you ready? The number one team in America, which has 3,754,280 likes. The Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Steelers are second. Then the Patriots, then the Packers, then the Saints, then the Giants, then the Bears, then the Colts. Let me see here. We go
Where's
1,
the
2, 3,
Bengals?
4, 5, 6. 9 from the bottom, the Bengals, 525,000.
Wow.
Even the Browns have more fans, likes, than the Bengals do.
Let me guess who's the last three. Jacksonville is one of them.
They're the last.
Tampa Bay.
No, they're fifth last.
Miami.
Nope.
Carolina. There we go.
Yeah, they're seventh last. Here's the bottom 5 coming up. Jaguars, Rams, Bills, Cardinals, Bucks, the Titans, the Panthers, the Texans, then the Bengals. So the Cowboys are really America's team, the most loved team in America. Why? Because they have the star. The star.
And the cheerleaders.
And the cheerleaders.
Yes.
Have you ever seen this? I love, this is my show and tell for today. You guys will crack up with this. This guy, he's on 30 Rock. How to beat up anybody. Judah Friedlander. He wrote a book about how to beat up anybody. That he's a world. Now he's not really, but
Oh, really?
but the things he says in here are a freaking hoot. The greatest karate book from the greatest martial artist, the world champion Judah Friedlander. And he talks about his training techniques. And John, see these pictures in here. They're a riot.
He is pretty
I
fun.
highly recommend this book. I mean, he's just some dork that lives in his mom's basement that wrote a book, How to Beat Up Anybody.
Speaking of
It'll crack you up.
30 Rock,
Yep.
how fat did Tracy Morgan get?
He's got fat.
Big now.
He needs to get on the Bulldog program there.
Snickers, Frisch's.
Snickers, Frisch's,
No
all
lunch.
those things. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury, when we come back, I'm going to give you the update on my casino case. Because why? Because it's relevant. By the way, I heard a funny line over the weekend. You'll never have a hangover if you're never sober. Just a thought. Just a thought. Ladies and gentlemen,
Stay drunk.
and the American Jury, this is one of my favorite Bruce Springsteen songs that you never hear on the radio anymore. Downbound Train. This is soul, baby. This is Bruce at his best, telling a story from the heart, the soul of America. On ClassX Radio. Got good drums, too. Crank that up, baby. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. All right, traffic gals, is there anything going on over there?
Yes, in Hamilton County, there is a vehicle on fire on Spring Grove Avenue, west of William P. Dooley bypass. In Hamilton County, also another vehicle on fire on the right shoulder on I-275 eastbound at 747 Princeton Pike. An accident blocking the shoulder on I-275 westbound at Kentucky 17 Madison Pike. And in Loveland, an accident on Woodsville Pike at Ring Lane.
All right. Hope everybody's okay out there if you're in an accident. And the bottom line is that we need to make sure everybody gets to work safe, home safe, so forth and so on. I wonder if that model that had to kiss that ugly dude has a boyfriend.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind.
Wouldn't mind. I would. I said, you ain't kissing that ugly dude.
I mean, you know nothing's going to happen from that, though.
So you're
I
saying,
mean, got a big
so you
old
should.
check.
What if the ugly dude actually kisses good? Oh my God!
They fall in love. I agree.
I would not allow my wife to do that. No way.
Beauty's on the inside, Shannon. I
I
don't
know.
know if you've heard that. I made that up.
I made that up.
It's one of my sayings. One of my many sayings.
Man, I'm telling you.
Write that down.
Write that down. The casino. Are you ready for this? When I got to give you the odyssey of the casino case. Many days ago, I was contacted by one of the men who was hurt in the casino collapse because his sister worked for me. But then I never heard from him again. Time goes by. I guess it was like August. I get a phone call from this guy, and come to find out, he had went to another attorney. And the other attorney told him there was nothing that could be done. We're sorry, you're stuck with good old workers' comp. Well, I told the guy, I said, I think they're wrong. I think I can do something. So what's ended up happening is I've got 4, now I got 5 people that were very seriously injured in the casino collapse. I mean, we're talking about broken backs, broken legs, broken lots of things, okay? And the general contractor, the subcontractors, and the casino, guess what special little things that they've done for these guys? Like hold a fundraiser? No. Give them a little extra money? No. Treat them really good? No. Make sure everything goes smoothly with workers' comp? No. Absolutely nothing. So from day one, we request the OSHA reports. OSHA says, we'll send it all over to you. They don't. We subpoena the OSHA reports. OSHA says, you can't do it by subpoena, you got to do it by Freedom of Information Act. We do the Freedom of Information Act. I mean, we have gone through hell to get the OSHA reports. Well, finally, and this is very interesting, because we filed lawsuits right away against everybody, challenging the law on workers' comp, and I came up with a theory. Oh, by the way, each of these 5 people I represent, each one had a different lawyer, and each lawyer said nothing could be done. Not one of them, okay? So I sued all of them. And I came up with another theory of liability, which is this. The architects and engineers, who, by the way, were not going to be covered by the workers' comp, plus the companies that were involved with this that caused the problem to another company's employees, workers' comp wouldn't cover them. And you can also get past workers' comp if the company knew there was a substantial likelihood of harm. It's almost like intent. Not quite intent, but pretty darn close to intent. Well, we got the answer from one of the defendants, and come to find out, we learned that the casino had a contract with them. So before the statute of limitations ran of 1 year from the accident, we sued the casino, and we also sued the John Doe and Jane Doe engineering companies. But guess what? Jane Doe. We finally get the OSHA reports. And guess what the OSHA reports show? Oh, by the way, OSHA abdicated its responsibility to Messer by saying, you go ahead and do the OSHA inspections for us. Contained in the ocean reports, we not only learned that there were only 2 bolts in the I-beams when there should have been 12, where they were doing this floor. Not only that, the guy who's going to get his ass sued, the guy that was in charge of the inspections, we finally got the name of this guy. You know what he told everybody? He said, 2 days before this pour, he told everybody, you go ahead and pour with 2 bolts. We do it all the time. Knowing there was only 2 bolts, they let this pour go through. And this inspector guy, I mean, you could tell he's not much of an inspector guy. So we find that out. And there's more contained in that report too, which really is going to help us get past any of these workers' comp issues. What does this all mean? Oh, and Messer also sent us an insurance policy that applies, they think, to give our guys probably each $50,000 under that particular policy. The bottom line is, see, I know you guys think I brag all the time, and I don't back it up. I am going to help. And by the way, these clients of mine, no work. Workers' comp's been a pain in the ass. Some of them have lost their homes, about to lose their homes, flat broke, can't get the medicine they need, stress on the family. I mean, it is unbelievable the hell they've gone through. 5 freaking tri-state lawyers didn't even try. And the Bulldog and his team are kicking ass, and we're going to make sure they get some justice. 5 lawyers did not even try. Alex Schulteis and Jesse Shore, 2 of my partners, have done a really good crack job on this. And we will continue the battle. Isn't that interesting, though?
Yeah.
People wonder.
Just came to you in the beginning.
People wonder why people come to me, because I got the guts and the knowledge and the creative energy. I can create my own boxes. Oh, by the way, there's another thing going on. I'm not going to report it until after tomorrow's hearing. But I got this other case where these 2 jack-wagon lawyers are jacking me around, and I cannot wait to jack them through the wall, figuratively. Figuratively. It's unbelievable. I have to live with sharks every day, fighting the battles. Fighting the battles. It gets you down sometimes. I hope you saw the picture on Facebook that I posted of my living room right 30 minutes before the Super Bowl, when I had all my papers spread out. I worked like hell this weekend, giving all my clients some loving attention. Don't you give your clients in cutting hair, Shannon, loving attention?
Absolutely.
Don't you give your Coke customers loving attention?
Absolutely not. Give a damn about them. I'm just gonna go in there and do my job. and
Jake,
leave.
don't you give those zoo animals your loving attention?
I sure do.
That's what I thought.
Polar bear.
We can count on Garrett, of course, to be the big letdown here.
Care less.
What about that big controversial Coke commercial? That was like a who cares?
What?
Nothing.
I thought they
what was controversial about that? I thought it was good.
Well, apparently the controversy is, and you wouldn't know this unless you go on the thing to vote. Their whole thing is to go on the Coke website and vote for whoever's going to get to that Coke bottle or whatever. And I guess
Nobody voted for the Muslims?
No, they're not even on there to be.
Oh! Well, who would want to vote for him anyway?
Nobody's gonna vote. They're gonna win. That's just.
I mean, come on. They look like radical extreme Muslims to me.
Exactly.
In the commercial. I voted for the Indians in the bus. Those Indian dancers.
Yeah.
I voted for them.
I thought they were cheating with the boss.
I know, but I voted for them. I figure those dancers, what do they call those Indian movies or Indian
Belly
dances?
dancers?
What do they call them?
Belly dancers.
Bollywood, yeah, Bollywood.
Bollywood.
I voted for Bollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury, here's some Jumpin' Jack Flash from the Stones on ClassX Radio. This is the Bulldog on ClassX Radio. Shannon, give us a traffic report, please.
In Hamilton County, there is a vehicle on fire on Spring Grove Avenue west of William P. Dooley Bypass. Another vehicle on fire also in Hamilton, blocking the shoulder on I-275 eastbound at 747 Princeton Pike. An accident blocking the shoulder on I-275 westbound at Kentucky 17. And in Loveland, an accident on Woodsville Pike at Ring Road.
Very good. Not about the accident, but your report, your syntax, tone, delivery, and pace was very good.
Thank you.
Do you have a good zoo fact over there? Animal fact. We almost forgot about you, Jake.
Crap, I don't.
Do you have an animal fact?
I got one. A polar bear's skin is actually black, and the reason they appear white is the light that reflects off of the snow.
So they're really
Hopefully that's
black.
interesting. Their skin is black. Yes.
The hair is
But their hair is
the hair is clear.
Their hair is clear.
So when you go to the zoo and you see bears, they don't look really white like they do when you see them in the
Yeah,
North
they look
Pole.
kind of yellow.
Kind of yellowish.
Yeah.
Oh, no. When I've seen polar bears at the zoo, they were white.
Nope.
Yeah. No, you haven't.
Sure haven't.
So their hair is
There's-
clear?
Yeah.
There's no snow at the zoo, though.
Fascinating.
I know.
That's
That's
why
why
they look
they're
yellow.
kinda yellow.
Why wouldn't it look black if it's
Well,
clear?
their skin is
That's-
black. What do I know?
You're our zoo expert.
You're a zoo expert.
Oh,
We'd
yeah.
expect you to know.
Crap.
Jake's gonna be. Did you hear about his new gig?
No.
He's gonna be thumbing through deer feces at
Polar bear feces.
Polar bear.
feces.
You're the bear guy at the zoo?
No, no.
It actually comes by
I'm just
the
gonna help
shovel.
volunteer at the research center. So
You're gonna volunteer where?
the research center.
Wow.
Lab.
Yeah, he's gonna be a lab
laboratory.
A lab rat, huh?
So you like use microscopes and
Microscopes, you know, stuff like that.
Hey, can we get some pictures of polar bears here in the studio? Mr. Rogers would like that. Sure. We'd like,
I'm
we'd
sure
like,
we'll get a polar
we'd
bear
like a
picture.
picture.
Yeah.
Although we don't want clear. We don't want clear polar
A
bear.
white
We
polar
want a
bear.
white polar bear
Why
poster.
don't they bleach them?
Might be
Boys
harmful
and
to
girls,
the animal.
boys and girls, would you like to see a
Don't go
polar
in some
bear?
Clorox.
Boys and girls, we got our own zoo expert. His name's Jake, and he cleans up polar bear crap. Can you say crap?
You know, I heard
Mr.
a rumor that-
McFeely!
I heard a rumor that Mr. Rogers was just tatted up, like
No!
under his.
No,
under his
he's not.
suit. Yeah.
You know what that's called? A rumor, as you go.
No way.
How dare you defame Mr. Rogers and being
Hey,
accusing him of being tattooed up?
Telling you what I heard.
By the way, guess what my son? I look over last night in the middle of the Super Bowl, and there's my son, pierced earrings. Pierced ears.
No.
I'm like, how did that hell happen? Yeah, they're over 18, they can do what they want.
Yeah.
Of course, they still need your money, but they can do what they
I can
want.
get his ears pierced now.
My
You
God.
don't have to sign off for it. Does he have any tats?
Oh, yeah. He's got one he did for his honor his mother, and then he did one, success is the best revenge, and he's got some kind of a biblical saying, Corinthians, on his chest. You know what though? He told me he regrets getting them.
Really?
Do you have any tattoos?
Yes.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. I got an eagle right here on this shoulder.
Right on his.
Legal eagle. And because eagles don't flock, they soar.
What about you?
Solo.
Do you have any-
Yes, I do.
Oh, it sounds like a
Do you
regret.
have a tramp
I
stamp?
have the tramp
It's-
stamp.
You've got the tramp
I
stamp.
have the butterfly tramp stamp.
Oh my God.
You can totally tell what year I'm from.
You got your ex-boyfriend's face on your thigh. didn't
No,
you?
I don't. No.
No? You
Just the
didn't-
tramp stamp.
Garrett's got a tramp
Oh.
stamp too.
Yeah, I
Do
got
you?
one. Yeah.
A butterfly?
Right down my lower back. Yeah.
Aw.
It's actually a roll of toilet paper. It's not.
Oh my
That's
God.
not your traditional.
Yeah.
Tattoos.
Classic.
By the way, I regret getting my eagle. I wish I didn't have any.
I regret it too.
But I'm going to get one on my right shoulder of the Bulldog logo now. Might as well.
Yeah.
My daughter Erica's got tattoos, which she shouldn't have got because she can't wear a formal dress without seeing it. My daughter Charlie Ann's got a small tattoo on her ankle. That's not too bad. And even my wife got, she took the last verse of the letter that her son wrote her that died and had it tattooed on her foot, which I understand.
Yeah.
But I wish she didn't have one either. Women shouldn't have tattoos.
Yeah. I regret it.
Yeah. Jake, you got a tattoo?
I have one right here, yeah.
You do?
Yep.
What is it?
What is
It's
it?
the album title of the band I went on tour with.
Really?
Yep. It's my rock and roll tat.
Wow.
I was loaded on a bender and went and got a tattoo.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
good.
always good.
Yeah.
Love
Actually,
your band, man. It's on my arm.
at least I didn't get so drunk like I put a tattoo of Mr. Rogers on my chest or something.
Yeah,
Jeez, Pete.
that was a regret.
You shouldn't get tattoos. Tattoos are permanent.
Why not?
Permanent.
You gonna get a Chili Peppers tattoo?
No, I don't think I'm gonna get a tat.
No tats?
I don't have any.
You don't have any?
Don't have any.
Keep it that
See, that's
way.
good.
Don't really plan on. There is one that Anthony Kiedis has that I would get if I got one.
Yeah.
What's that one?
It's like a tribal looking thing, but it's got like a heart in the middle of it. It's pretty sweet. I would have gotten it for a friend of mine that died, but
On my black belt karate belt, I had in Japanese strong mind and strong body. And if I had to get another tattoo, I think I'd put that somewhere.
that's
You
stupid.
know, like inside my thigh area or something.
Hey, you're not going to be here, so I can really play whatever I want here, right?
Yes. Well, how long of a song? We got 6 minutes. I mean,
I'll get something. What do you want? Long, short?
well, I don't care.
It's.
But I have got to go to.
410.
I got to go do a deposition. I do.
Who are you deposing?
A doctor in a medical malpractice case. where a little baby died. Sad case. Sad case. They screwed up. Screwed up. Should have done a cesarean. No. They did a cesarean after the baby was already in too bad a shape. I tell you right now, I've seen this because I've represented lots of people. Not to be a downer before I go. Can you imagine what it's like to be a mom, carry a baby, 9 months, everything's good, mom and dad anxiously awaiting to be parents, and then the baby doesn't happen. Now, by the way, something happens because it's nobody's fault, it's one thing. But when something could be done, it doesn't happen, yay.
Sad.
It is sad. It's not as sad as you, though, are dear.
I'm pretty sad.
I mean, you're pretty sad.
I'm a sad sack.
But you're not as sad as those polar bears that aren't really white.
Yeah, they're actually blacks.
Who would ever know? You know what?
You can tell in some of them.
When Jesse Jackson finds this out, he's going to be going bonkers how white America has made polar bears out to be white when they were really black. Excuse me, black skin with clear hair.
Clear
Yeah,
hair.
you had it right. Yeah,
What song are you going to play?
Little Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, imagine that.
Imagine that.
Monarchy of
Ladies and
Roses.
gentlemen, these 3 clowns are going to finish up my show. I got to go do a deposition. I take no responsibility for anything they say or do.
Yeah. This is a song they opened every show with on the I'm With You tour.
Who cares?
Great song.
Who cares?
Well, it's the best band
Go
ever.
pet a polar bear today on ClassX Radio.
This is the Bulldog! No, it's not the Bulldog at all. It's Garrett.
If you couldn't tell by his voice.
Couldn't tell by that. Dog had to go dispose of somebody.
He's
So
off
left us here.
disposing.
Why don't we get a final traffic report? We only got a couple of minutes, so that's good. Shannon?
Yes, there is a lot going on now. In Covington, there's an injury accident on I-71-75 northbound at Kentucky. Kyle's Lane, slow traffic from US 25 at Dixie Highway. In Hamilton County, the vehicle that was on fire is clear at Spring Grove. In Cincinnati, an accident blocking the right shoulder on I-75 southbound at Gabreth Road. An accident on Madison Road east of Woodburn Avenue. An accident on Montana Avenue at West Fork Road. In Hamilton County, an accident on Beachmont Avenue at Corbley Road. An accident on West 8th Street at Highway 264. In Cincinnati, an accident on Kirby Avenue at Virginia Avenue. A disabled vehicle on Columbia Parkway at Kemper Lane. Also a disabled vehicle on Hopple Street at I-75. And in Hamilton County, an accident on Glendale Milford Road at Springfield Pike.
Jeez. Get it together, hillbillies.
Careful.
It's just driving. You do it every day.
Go slow.
I don't get why people are so bad at driving.
Me neither.
Doesn't make sense to me.
defensive.
You have a lot of practice, you know.
You know who it is? It's girls.
Is it girls?
It's always girls.
I knew you were going to say that.
Causing
Hey,
problems.
knock on wood, but I've never been in an accident before.
Me neither.
To be honest, I think Ohio
Have you?
drivers are
Except
the
for
worst
that one.
drivers.
That was it.
Oh, you were hit?
No,
You did the hitting.
I
You
did
did
the
the
hitting.
hitting.
One time. Another time I got bumped. I'm say rear-ended, but I got rear-ended.
So you've been in more than one wreck.
Well, it was the other. I mean, that one was. I was stopped, and this kid just like hits me. But then I pocketed the insurance money.
Nice.
So yeah.
Nice.
So it was worth it?
Oh,
It was totally worth it.
I didn't even fix the car. It was
Yeah.
that.
Sweet wreck.
It's great.
Made your day.
All right. So, what'd you think of Super Bowl commercials, Jake? Favorite?
I think
Least
my favorite was the Taco Bell one. I
The
thought
old
that was
people.
pretty good. It was funny. The cheetah one was good.
I like that one, just because
No.
it was so random.
It was I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, it didn't see it coming.
No.
The guy just sprints in there
Yeah.
and tracks down the cheetah.
That was pretty good. And then I had to rewatch it this morning because I couldn't hear it, but the Volkswagen one was pretty good. Where he's talking like the Jamaican guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was good. That was one of my favorites.
The coworker comes up and he's like, "Tim, you're from Wisconsin, right?" And he's like,
Wisconsin.
"Yeah, man, land of 1,000 lakes."
Who was that even? Oh, it was Volkswagen. That's
Yeah,
right. I thought it might be
was the
Red
bug.
Stripe.
Yeah, it was the bug.
Those bugs look like Porsches, I think, just
The new ones,
squished together. They're getting lower. They're not as like rounded as the old.
they're pretty
school
cool.
one.
The new ones, I think.
Yeah.
For a while, they were total girl cars, but
Yeah.
Now I
would
think
get one.
now I think a guy could get.
What about you? You ought to get one of those. Looking for a car?
Yeah. What about
Beetle?
a bug? Yeah, a little Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, those are cute.
What was your favorite commercial? Probably a Calvin Klein one.
you're probably like, man, that Calvin Klein.
With the guy, yeah.
God,
That was a good one. But
hot.
I really liked that Taco Bell one with the old people. But I think that the best part of the Super Bowl was Destiny's Child.
Oh, that was by far the best.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
My little teenage heart was so excited.
I was too.
Jumping around the room.
That was boring.
Kelly and Michelle come popping out.
Oh yes, I was screaming. It was great.
I told you somebody
I
last
loved
night.
it.
They were getting back together.
Oh yeah.
That was perfect. They got so much pub. If they're going to get back together, which they are, that was why not do that? You're
Right.
going
Yeah,
to
and
put that
so
on
much
the map.
exposure for that.
Yeah. Game was Niners got screwed. They
Did
should
they?
have called a penalty on that last play.
Yeah.
But
I told you
What-
the Ravens would win.
yeah, you told me.
I
don't even
called
know.
it.
What did I say?
I
I
called
switched
it.
the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you changed to the Ravens.
Said the Niners.
So Friday you said the Ravens.
Yeah. It was a good game. If San Fran didn't dig themselves in such a hole. Anyway, all right. What's he say? Every dog has
its
day.
dog. If you're dogs.
I hope today
Makes
is
it
yours.
yours.
Well, I don't know. I don't give a damn about your day. The dog hopes you had a good day. So, be back tomorrow, 6 a.m. ClassX Radio.